Hello and welcome back. Steel Pinnings here once again, and today I have for you a pretty cool little lock. This is the Illinois Chicago lock, or Illinois Lock Company, Chicago, Illinois, the Illinois Chicago lock. They call it the Duo lock, is what I've always called it. And I'm not sure if I always got that off the key, saying Duo. But it's a wafer lock. But it's a thick key. And this side just looks like a thick wafer key. But the other side is where the magic comes in. It is a Duo key. So there's two sets of wafers. Two sets of wafers on the top side and one set of wafers on the bottom side. I got the back one. Bottom side, top side. So, let me get a pointer here. Right along here is, let me zoom into it. Okay, so right along in this area here, there's one set of wafers down in here, as you can see them there. And then right off here, there's a tiny little wafer as well. Let me get a better light on it here. There we go. Focus. No, I don't want to focus. There we go. So, as you can see, the little notch that sticks out right there, that's a whole nother row of wafers. And then the top row. And then, of course, the bottom row down here. And I've got it in the picked position right now because I was lucky enough to get it. And it's not impossible. Let me lock it back. There we go. It's not impossible to pick. But I find it to be quite the fun little pick because I don't want to be mean to the lock. It is a collector's item. It's a very nice lock. And I don't want to be mean to it. I love the way it pops open. It's got that nice thick, Nonetheless, I don't want to be mean to it. I don't want to mess the wafers up inside of it. But I want to see if I can get it picked for you guys today. And see if we can get it on camera. I'm going to hope for the best and expect the worst, right? So, let me think about what kind of pick I do want to use. I'm thinking, I'm going to use my new dent, the Sparrow's dent here. It's good on wafer locks. It's got a rounded tip to it. You can slide it real well. And it's got a nice lift to it too, a nice medium lift. And then, so let's pan down here. So I'm going to hold it in my hand because I tend to do a better job that way. I tried to do it in a vise and I played around with it for what seemed like forever. So let me slide this in here so I can get a bit closer. I'll get you guys in a bit closer. Relax my hand here so we can get it done. Alright, there we go. I'm going to try and tension from the bottom, which means, yes, I'm going to wind up turning the lock around a whole bunch. I wished I had a 50 thousandths. It wasn't a variable. I just don't want this, and I think it's going to go down and touch that first wafer there. And that's what I don't want it to do. It sticks out too much. It's just going to be a big pain. We're going to stick with this one. So I'm going to wind up turning it over and I'm going to I'll find out here. I'm going to turn it over now and wind up picking the top side on the bottom and the bottom side on the top. And we're just going to, okay, maybe I should come out just a touch there. There we go. And I'm just going to go in, I'm going to check that little row of side wafers. Sorry if my big thumb's in the way. getting the angle for these is quite difficult. Alright, I got a tiny little movement on the core. So now I'm going to work on these little wafers. Number 1's loose. 2 got a minor little bind to it. 3 bound, got another little turn on the core. 4, it bounded, I think I clicked it too. Come back up to 1, still loose. 2, got a tiny little click, get a little more tension. And 1 bound, and I got a tiny little movement on the core again. Make sure those little side pins, I didn't mess them up. I don't think I did. Yeah, I did drop one. I didn't hear it, but I found that this thing drops. So I'm gonna get in the way here a second. It drops pins quite easily. So now I'm gonna try the bottom. Now the current top side. 1's loose. 2's got a bind. Now I've got to get a bite on it without messing with the ones on the bottom. 3, but I dropped one on the bottom. I heard it fall. There's 4. And there. Now I go back to find the one we dropped. I think it's on the little side row. Okay, so I think I got those. I must have dropped one back down here. Yep, number 1. And we're open. There we go. That was a fun little pick. It's a little more methodical, kind of like you would do on a pin tumbler lock, but done on a wafer. And I find that really cool and makes it super fun. I really appreciate y'all joining me on this little adventure of the Illinois lock. Such a cool little piece of history here. Awesome. Anyway, y'all please stay safe and always stay legit. If you like this video and like what I do here on the channel, hit that like button. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. And as always, until we meet again, peace.